TV23's Internet, provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Yes, it is High Plains Today. Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, December 9th, 2015. Welcome to the show. On today's show, I'm going to be joined by Lieutenant Enrique Coriano. He is with the Salvation Army in Dodge City, and we're going to talk about Salvation Army in general, just because, you know, you get around this time of year and everybody thinks that the bell ringers and the red kettles, but we're going to talk to Enrique about all that coming up. Let's take a look at some happenings. The Garden City Police Department was attempting to identify a suspect involved in the criminal use of a financial card. Now, the suspect possibly used a stolen credit card to withdraw funds from the victim beginning in May of 2015. At present, he has been identified and interviewed. The case is still under investigation and no arrests have been made. The Juvenile Services Agency will consolidate with Santa Fe Trail Community Corrections as approved at the Ford County Commission meeting on Monday. Now, since February, the agency has been without a director. The juvenile services are currently under Gray County, even though their building is in Ford County. Now, consolidation means all the bookkeeping and administrative duties conducted in Gray County will be transferred to Ford County. The USD 480 Board of Education received some good news on Monday night. J.E. Dunn's, they're the general contractors, bids for Phase 2 of construction of the new schools in Liberal came in under budget. Now, the board approved the bid to build Meadowlark Elementary at 11th and Calvert and the new MacArthur Elementary for over $400,000 under budget. The board also approved a bid for over $1.5 million for desks, chairs, fixtures, and equipment for the new schools and the revamped Cottonwood and Sunflower buildings. Southern Office Supply and School Specialty won the bid. Providers and team members from the Southwest Professional Physicians General Surgery Clinic in Liberal are now performing treatments and caring for patients at a new location. The Southwest Professional Physicians General Surgery Clinic reopened Monday on the second floor of the physician office building at 305 West 15th, suite number 204. Southwest Medical Center's general surgeons Dr. Rory Howard and Dr. Jose Maida have transitioned into this new clinic space with their patient care team. And the Seward County Fire Department is under contract with the Kansas State Fire Marshal's office, and they house a hazardous materials trailer belonging to the state that the county uses for chemical assessment team response in the region. Now, the contract is set to expire on December 31st, and a new contract would require County Fire Chief Andrew Barkley to have a 9-member hazardous materials team and a 6-member technician response team. Numbers the fire chief says that they cannot meet at this time. Now, with all this in mind, Barkley came to the Seward County Commission on Monday to ask permission to talk to some local corporations about getting some donations to help purchase a hazmat trailer the county could call its own. This in turn would allow the county to follow its own rules and stay local when dealing with situations involving hazardous materials. U.S. Senator Jerry Moran and U.S. Representative Mike Pompeo issued press releases on Monday, hailing the news that the 931st Air Refueling Group, the Air Force Reserve Associate Unit with the active duty 22nd Air Refueling Wing at McConnell Air Force Base in Wichita, will be designated as the 931st Air Refueling Wing in early 2016. Now, the designation is a result of the expanding responsibilities of the 931st Air Refueling Group, particularly as a result of McConnell's selection as the Air Force's first home of the new KC-46A tanker. The newly designated 931st Air Refueling Wing will grow by nearly 400 personnel to meet the needs of the new wing. That's kind of exciting. And that's a look at some of the happenings out there. Stick around. We're going to be back with a 7 days forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here. 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 And here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Well, looking off to the northeast on the TV23 tower cam. Man, it's a nice day. A little bit of wind out there, but nothing like yesterday at this time. Let's take a look at the readings here at the station. 65 degrees currently. 34% is the relative humidity. Winds are out of the southwest at 18. Barometric pressure is falling. Take a look at the current temps. Everybody is in the 60s already, except for Lamar. They always want to be different. They're at 54 out there to the far west, but everybody else in the lower to mid 60s. Looking at our current dew points, everybody pretty much in the 20s and 30s. Not a lot going on out there. Our winds are pretty much all southwesterly. You can see 22 in Guyman already. Winds are going to start to pick up. And as we look at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport yesterday, 68 was the high in Garden City. I know I got a little warmer than that. The further south you went, 72 the record back in 1984. Low was 32. Minus 10 back in 2005. Wow, that would have been a winter coat day. Looking at our forecast for today, there it is, 70 degrees. Winds are going to be out of the south-southwest at 16 then tonight. Not going to be as cold. 40 degrees for the low. Winds out of the south-southwest at 10. Going to switch around to the northwest after midnight. Tomorrow, still going to be pretty nice out there. 65 degrees. Lots of sunshine. Winds are going to be out of the north-northwest at 13. They're going to start out there, and then later on in the afternoon, they're going to switch around to the south-southeast. Tomorrow night, 37 degrees. Few clouds rolling in. Winds will be out of the south at 14. Going to switch around just a little bit to the west-southwest after midnight. Looking at the 7-day, you can see 70 today. We still got a couple of nice days, but we got a little storm that's coming in from the northwest. Could be in here on Saturday and Sunday. 40% chance of rain and snow on Saturday and Sunday, but you can see we get into next week. We're going to start evening out in the 40s and 50s. That is a look at the weather. Be back with the markets after this. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Welcome back. Hey, I am now joined on set by Lieutenant Enrique Coriano. He is with the Salvation Army in Dodge City, America. Lieutenant, good to see you today.
Well, good to see you also.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is the thing I wanted to talk about Salvation Army in general, because everybody always thinks this time of year, you got the red kettles, you got the Santas and the volunteers out there ringing the bells.
That's right.
And then everybody pretty much, doesn't think about the Salvation Army after that.
Well, we're out all year round. That's when we're most public, is out there ringing the bells, and so that's our biggest fundraising campaign for the year. So
when do you start setting out the red kettles and ringing the bells every year?
The day before Thanksgiving we have a kettle kickoff at Dillon's in Dodge City, and then the day after Thanksgiving we ring from then till Christmas Eve.
Okay, so and you just do it at several spots around everywhere?
We have a few spots in Dodge City, probably about 6 or 7 locations, and so we're very excited about what we have going on in Dodge City. So.
And you have a lot of volunteers out there just ringing the bell.
Just ringing the bells. We could definitely use more. We're a little behind this year, but we're definitely love people to call the office and see if they can ring for a two-hour slot.
2 hours, okay.
Yep.
Well, that's not bad.
No,
Unless
especially
it's-
with the weather the way it's
Well,
been,
yeah, no
so.
kidding. With 70 degrees, I could do it in 70-degree weather.
That's right. That's
Now,
right.
that record of -5 or -3 back in 05, I'm not doing that.
Like you said, that's jacket weather there.
It is. You may want to put on a jacket.
That's right.
Okay, so here's the biggest thing. Now, with all this fundraising, with the kettles and all the other things that Salvation Army goes on, now, where do those monies go?
Well, we have a lot of programming that we have in Dodge City, and so we have a canteen that responds to disasters. We have our local emergency assistance, which is utilities, gas, electric. We also have an on-site food pantry in our building that our clients can come in once a month and get groceries.
Really?
Yep, to help them supplement.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And so all the money that we raise throughout our Christmas season goes towards that. We also have vouchers that people can come into if they can't purchase something in our store. They can come into the office, get a voucher, and get whatever items they need in our store.
So you have a fully stocked deal going.
We got a lot going on in Dodge.
I didn't know that you did all that. I mean, like I was saying, you think of Salvation Army, you think of the bell ringers, you think of the red kettles, people walking by putting their change or whatever in the kettle, and going on from there.
Yep.
Now, the one thing is about the monies that you raise, though, about what, 100%, 90, 99% of it stays
Everything
local?
stays local.
Everything stays
Everything
local.
stays local. And all the money that we raise for our Red Kettle stays local to help our activities, our programming, the assistance that we give. Everything stays local.
So so not just the disaster relief, because you think if there's a tornado or floods or anything like that, you guys have a canteen truck? Is that
Yes,
what
we
you
have
call it?
a mobile canteen, a mobile kitchen that we respond to disasters, that we go on site and we provide what is needed at that time.
All right, so you can just go right out there and help people just ba-bam right now.
That's right.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit more about, though, you have these relief services, where people, if they're having problems with their gas or electric bill or whatever, those types of things, you can help them out with that. They can seek help?
They can come to our offices. They can work with our case manager to see exactly how we can help them and what avenues we can refer them if it's a referral kind of a situation.
Wow, okay. And then plus all that, now, and then you have, I used to call them Red Shield stores, but we're going to call them family and thrift stores, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you have one of those located in Dodge also?
Yes, it's right next to our building, right next to our office building.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there, because you guys are, 1100 Avenue E,
That
correct?
is correct. Yep.
All right, so tell me about the thrift and family stores.
Okay.
I mean, how does that work? If I were to bring you a bunch of stuff, I mean, what do we do?
Well, you would walk into our store, say you have a bag of clothes or a washing machine, a dryer, whatever you have, and we will take it, we'll test it, make sure that it's within good working condition, and we put it on the floor. We sell all of our goods at what we consider to be reasonable priced. I think they're reasonable. You get a T-shirt for 99 cents. I think that's pretty reasonable. So, and then all that money that's left over is how we help our community with the electrical and all the assistance that we're continuing to give.
I didn't. So you will take washers and dryers and refrigerator appliances. Okay, tell me what you won't take outside of the obvious.
Well, outside of the obvious, it has to be in working condition. We don't have the facilities to repair them. But yeah, we'll take just about anything. If you call our offices and ask the question, what won't we take? If it's something specific, you can let us know over the phone, and we can say, yes, we can take it, or no, we can't take it. The guidelines are always changing.
You're flexible, aren't you?
We try to be. We try to be.
Okay, besides all that, though, don't you, I mean, you have a lot of other programs going on up there, too. I mean, you have some youth programs.
We have youth
and those
programming.
types of things
Yep.
also, if I'm correct.
Yes, we have youth programming throughout the year, on Tuesday specifically for kids kindergarten through high school. During the summer months, we also have summer overnight camps that kids can sign up for. Parents can call our office, find out what the dates are, and we do a lot of different things. So,
wow. Okay, so on Tuesday nights or whatever. I mean, what do you do? What types of programs do you have?
It's very similar. It's a Christian perspective on like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It's very similar. We just have a good slant on how we continue to teach. It's called character building. Build character through our kids, and hopefully they'll be productive people in society.
Now, okay, so this is something I don't think a lot of people really know, though. The Salvation Army is actually a denominational church.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I mean, it's just not this big charity, is it?
No, on Sundays we have services. We have approximately 22 to 30 people in Dodge City locally that come to our church on Sundays, and we have service, and we go from 9:30. We have, 10:30 we have Sunday school, 11:30 we have church, and right afterwards we have a potluck every Sunday.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Wow.
Yep.
I would be much fatter than I am now.
Well, we really think we have the best of both worlds. So
yeah. See, I think that's something that a lot of people don't know is that the Salvation Army was founded back in the 18-somethings in England, correct?
1865 by William Booth.
Okay.
To help the poor in Dodge City. The Salvation Army came out in 1890, so we're celebrating 125 years this year.
That's right. Yes. It's been out here a long time in Dodge City.
Yep.
They came out back in the day, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And we've been here ever since, and so we've been helping in a variety of a lot of areas with community help and with disaster help. Thrift store. We do a lot of things.
And the other thing is, now this is very important because everything that they do there at 1100 Avenue E stays
here local. Stays local.
Even okay, so let me ask you, see, because there's a family and thrift store in, say, Liberal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everything that's raised there stays local and Liberal?
Yep, stays local and Liberal.
There you go. Okay. Oh, all right, so I had a thought, but it just left me, and I hate when that happens, Okay, so if somebody wants to volunteer,
yes,
how do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can call our office, 620-225-4871.
Okay.
And if nobody answers the phone, we're very, very busy during Christmas. Leave a message, we'll get back to you and find out exactly what you would need to help with. We do need bell ringers. A lot of bell ringing slots we still have available up till Christmas Eve. 2-hour slots, like we said. Weather's been beautiful. You can't complain about the weather this year. I mean, we have we have a toy drive going on this weekend, partnering with Walmart. We also have a kettle match with Cargill. We're raising $1,500, match dollar for dollar. So Cargill we're partnering with. So we got a lot going on.
Good deal, Cargill. Thank you for that.
Yep.
All right. Enrique, thanks for coming by today. We're going to get these phone numbers and the information. I mean, you can go on to donatedodge.com and you can donate to the Salvation Army. And you can also go to your website, dodgecity.salvationarmy.us.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks for coming. I learned something today. Thanks, Enrique.
You're welcome.
And stick around. We'll be back with more after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here. 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 And here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
And we're back. Hey, Bill Snyder, what some call the architect of the greatest turnaround in the history of college football, became just the 4th person in the history of college football to be included into the College Football Hall of Fame as an active coach. The legendary K-State coach was officially enshrined yesterday as part of the National Football Foundation's College Football Hall of Fame induction class of 2015. Now a 5-time National Coach of the Year honoree and 7-time Conference Coach of the Year recipient, Snyder joins Bobby Bowden from Florida State, Joe Paterno at Penn State, and John Gigliardi at St. John's as active coaches to be enshrined. And we got some local girls basketball scores last night. Fowler beat Ashland 50-34. Sublette over Mineola 54-26. And Cimarron beat Buckland 43-18. In some boys action, Ashland over Fowler 51-19. South Gray beat Sublette 65-51. And free agent infielder Ben Zobrist and the Cubs agreed Tuesday to a $56 million 4-year contract, a deal that caused Chicago to trade Starlin Castro to the New York Yankees for pitcher Adam Warren. And in another move to get younger and balance their batting order, the New York Yankees acquired infielder Chicago Cub Starlin Castro for pitcher Adam Warren and, of course, a player to be named. Let's take a last look at our weather. It is 66 degrees, relative humidity still at 32%. Oh, the wind's picked up a little bit, southwest at 22. Barometric pressure is falling. As we look at the 7-day, going to be 70 today, 65 tomorrow, 68 on Friday. Then we're going to get back into December temperatures on Saturday and Sunday. There's a 40% chance and a 20% chance of precipitation, but don't worry, sunshine coming back on Monday. Go out and make it a good Wednesday, everybody. See you back here tomorrow. Call your cable operator if you want to see us. See ya.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
This is the place.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at Energy Savers.